There will be important considerations to bear in mind as we move forward with our infrastructure and training programs. I'd like to hand back over to Councillor Johnson, which is of course me. So thank you. In recent months, we've also seen some really positive results of the lockdown. Better air quality, more people are looking at ways to stay active and healthy, and particularly more people cycling. We need to address these opportunities and support local businesses by providing increased space for cycling, walking and customers queuing. After this, we'll need to move swiftly to provide more protected cycling routes, which allow people to get to work and around the borough by bike. Clearly, there are also a number of challenges, not least the much reduced capacity of public transport to consider as we move forward with the recovery process and respond to the climate emergency. Cabinet is therefore invited to note the contents of this report and the information contained in the appendices. Thank you.
Have we got any questions for Councillor Johnson? Yes, Roger.
Could I just ask, Paul, I heard that there was a 200% increase in cycling in the borough since the lockdown. Is that still an accurate figure?
Yeah, so certainly, particularly when it's good weather, but somewhere between 200 and 300% increase in cycling in the borough, which is obviously fantastic to see. Thanks, Roger.
Councillor Hall?
Yes, can I make some comments about what we're on the eve of something quite incredible in North Tyneside, where we're creating a new front road seaside experience, and a lot of it is to the benefit of the pedestrian and the cyclists. And following many complaints from pedestrians about cyclists and vice versa, it's really good to know that I think by the end of this week we should have separate facility for cyclists both going north and south up along the coast, and for pedestrians separated from the cyclists, all of them happily enjoying the experience and hopefully greeting each other with a good morning or good afternoon as they pass. Anyway, thank you all, everyone, for making that happen. I know it was instructed, the government instructed. I personally would like to see it continue afterwards, and I'm hoping that everybody takes opportunity to enjoy what will be a different experience down at the main sea road, the main seafront. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor Hall. Anyone else got anything to say? Well, I know I've had a number of emails saying, at last, we're going to have a lovely sort of cycle route along the coast. And at least I'm going to be safe, Mayor. So there are a lot of people, Councillor Hall, who are really positive about it to happen, to be quite honest. And as you say, we were instructed to do it by this government, but at the end of the day, it's proved very popular with many of our residents. Another thing I was quite pleased about was the fact that a lot of people are very fond of our wagonways, and I'm going to say, Councillor Johnson, have they been given some money to do any work on the wagonways?
Not in this phase, but there's a tranche 2 of money that will come later on in the summer.
So we've already made a bid for that money to do that. Because I think a lot of people would like to take the advantage if we make them more safe. And I mean, they're lovely to start with, but we need to do some work on them to make them more safe and able to ride and enjoy, to be quite honest. So I'm delighted that we might be getting that money to come to do that. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Mayor. I was going to make a couple of comments after anyone else comments.
You made comments, yes.
Reinforce what Councillor Hall was saying, yes. Just as we're in this meeting now, our Highways Network manager just emailed to say that we have received all the equipment and we will be ready to go live on Wednesday. So on Wednesday morning, when people wake up, there'll be a new cycle track along the coastal path. There'll be more spaces for people to walk around our town centres, not interacting with cars as much as we pedestrianise a large swathes of those areas. On our fish quay, there'll be more opportunities for the leisure vendors down there come Friday and Saturday to make use of the outdoor space. These are really positive changes for the borough, but there is more to come. Tranche 2 will focus on more areas to commute into work for cycling, more protected cycling for commuting. We'll also trial some filtered neighbourhoods, which will reduce rat runs through the estates and make cars stick to the main roads, giving people more opportunities to go outside their own home and enjoy the street that they live in. We'll be trying some school streets, which will close off those school areas outside of schools, while pick up and drop up times to ensure that people's kids have a safe environment to leave and enter school in. All these things are great, and we all are coming ahead. So we are making some really positive progress on walking and cycling in North Tyneside. And that's clear to see from the responses that we've all surely had in our inbox over the last couple of weeks. Thank you.
That's really good to know, and I'm sure it'll be really appreciated by many, many of our residents. Not only from that idea of being safe, but at the end of the day, it's healthy, isn't it? It's going to be really good. Fresh air, right, which they say they're enjoying now, and getting healthy, which is fantastic. So can we agree that report then?
Great.
Thank you very much.